Hi, my name is Hannah. I run a small crochet business called Really Good Crochet, and I kind of failed in my first year as a small business owner, and I want to go over how I failed, what I failed in, and what I want to improve on in 2026. So let's go. I now have my drink. I just have a hot chocolate, which I love. But it's the perfect cozy drink and comforting drink for a video that is quite a tough one to film. So yeah, let's go. I do want to say that I didn't completely fail. I still continued as a small business owner. I got my own studio. I did some amazing things this year that I am really proud of. But I only achieved 3 out of the 13 goals I had for this year. And I really want to be transparent about that because I expected better for myself after my first year of being in business, and it just didn't happen for various reasons. I had surgery, and the surgery got moved 3 times, which meant that I had to cancel markets that I had on. I had appointments, my dog was ill, I was ill, and so there are lots of different reasons that all of my goals weren't achieved, and I think that's okay. You know, we can plan as much as we want at this time of year, but if your year doesn't go to plan, it doesn't go to plan. And yeah, 2025 definitely didn't go to plan for me. I did not expect my dog to almost die in October. I was expecting the surgery, but I wasn't expecting for it to get cancelled 3 times, which had a huge impact on the markets that I could and couldn't do, because I booked some markets in, then my surgery was cancelled and rearranged for just before I had those markets, and I was like, okay, I can't do that market anymore. And then it got moved again, and that wasn't something that was within my control. And yes, so I think, you know, if you have not achieved all of your 2025 goals, that is okay. You are not a failure. It just means that maybe this year didn't go as it planned. And that happens to all of us at some point. But I'm still really proud of what I did achieve this year, but I do want to go over what I failed on last year, because there were many things that I didn't do. So I had various different goals for 2025. First, I'm going to go for the ones that I did achieve, because I think that's really good to celebrate. I made Anchor the octopus. I made him quite a few times because obviously I've got to UKTA test him, and then I did sell 3 at markets, which I'm really happy about. And my granddad bought one of them as well, and he is like covered it in tinsel. I will put a picture up somewhere of his octopus that is covered in tinsel at the moment because he decorated it for Christmas. But I am really happy about that. Another one was post more regularly on TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. I definitely did that. I got into a rhythm of posting daily. I did have a few times where I stopped posting daily, but overall, I definitely posted more regularly on them, particularly towards the end of the year, and I'm really, really happy about that. And that is definitely something that I want to continue going into 2026, but I think I want to be a little bit more organized with that, so plan my content out in advance and film it in advance and make it in advance and schedule those posts, just because there were times where I was really busy, where I was ill, and that kind of put a pause on my content schedule and getting stuff out, and I think then it kind of fell to the wayside. And so I would like to do that in advance, so that if I am ill, if some life events happen, I've got a backlog of kind of posts that I know, okay, I need to miss this week of filming, but it's not the end of the world because I've got it scheduled for the next 2 weeks. So that is definitely something I want to prioritize more this year. But I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that I posted more regularly, because that is really important as a small business owner. And then I also wanted to expand my products, which I definitely did. I have so much more to sale now in my shop. When I'm at markets, I have more to sale on Etsy as well. And I'm really happy about that. That is something I achieved, and it is something that I'm going to continue working on. Definitely. I definitely want to get more of my stuff up on Etsy. My Etsy is currently quite limited, but I definitely think putting more up there is a good move. And I am really, really happy with how much I expanded my products. Now we're going to get onto the uncomfortable stuff, the stuff that I didn't quite get around to this year. And there's a lot, and some of it I'm not going to try. Other stuff I am going to try to get this year. So one thing that I really wanted to do in 2025 was do the yarn under, yarn over technique, just because it makes your stitches look a little bit tighter and a little bit neater. I didn't achieve this, and I'm kind of happy about it. I have decided that I don't really care, because with me using chenille primarily, I really don't think it's going to matter too much. My stitches look really neat as they are, so I don't think that I necessarily need the yarn under, yarn over technique. I think I am fine as I am, and I'm happy about that. Another one was crochet more wearables. Yeah, I didn't do that this year. I made my mum's Christmas cardigan, and I'm really happy about that. I did finish that. It was just like a hex cardigan. I will see whether she will allow me to put a picture of her wearing it. If not, I will put a picture of me wearing it, but it's not going to fit me as well as it fits her. But yeah, I'm really happy that I managed to get that done this year. It was a battle, but I got it done. And crochet more wearables is definitely something that I want to do. I especially want to make some wearables for myself, because currently I don't have any crochet wearables, and that needs to be corrected. How am I a crochet business and I don't have anything crochet to wear? So I'm definitely correcting that this year. Another one was do tapestry crochet. I tried this a little bit, but I didn't complete anything. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I will be doing more of this year. I have a plan to do it more this year, but that is coming in an upcoming video, which I will be filming tomorrow, I think. I wanted to make these Space Buddy patterns by Therapy on My Hook. I didn't, and I still really want to make these because they are incredible. They are incredible, so they are definitely still on my list of things to make. Another one was post one video a week on YouTube. Obviously, I failed. You can just go to my channel and you will see that I failed big time. And that is something that I want to correct this year. So, Hannah, let's start posting one video a week on YouTube, because I think it would be a really good move for me. Reach 1,000 followers on Insta and YouTube. Didn't happen. YouTube, I don't even know if I've got any followers. I don't think I've got many, because I didn't post regularly. How am I going to get followers on YouTube if I'm not posting regularly? And it's something that I really want to do. I really want to share my process with you all, but that's only going to happen if I post more regularly. So come on, Hannah, let's get on that. On Insta, I did get quite a few more followers. I think I'm at 800 and something at the moment. I don't know the exact number, but that is a big improvement. I will say I started off the year around 300 and I'm now on 800, so I'm really happy about that. But I didn't reach 1,000, but I came kind of close. So I'm happy about that. Do 10 markets in 2025. I didn't do 10 markets, but again, like I said, I had so many different things going on. I had to cancel some markets, and that is okay. That's okay. It happens. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't do 10 markets, because I think that would have been too much. And the reason why that I wanted to do 10 markets in 2025 is that I wanted to understand like where the best markets are for me, so I could learn how to prioritize them. And I did that. I managed to figure out which markets are best for me, and I'm happy about that. So I now do have a game plan for 2026 in terms of my market. And so I still kind of achieved that one, because the reason behind it was to understand where the markets are, like where my customers are. And I did that. So I'm still very happy with what I achieved. Another one was sewing labels. I haven't done this, and I need to do this. This is something that is a priority for 2026. So I need to look at where I'm going to source my labels from, and then I need to look at how I'm going to insert them into my plushies, which, yeah, it is going to be difficult. But yeah, I can do this and I can figure this out. Another thing that I didn't do is I didn't get 100 sales on Etsy. Etsy was really difficult to break into. No one tells you how difficult Etsy is to break into, but it is really difficult. And I did manage to break into it. So I am now getting more regular sales on Etsy. And so I want to continue this momentum. And so getting 100 sales on Etsy, I think I can do that in 2026. I'm currently at 41 sales. And I really only started to get regular sales on it, I'd say around August, September time. So I definitely think that is possible for 2026, and I am really excited for that. I can't wait for that to become a reality. And then another thing that I didn't achieve is getting an authorized representative to sell in the EU. I did talk about in the video that I had some people offer, but when I looked into it more, I realized that I actually had to go with a company. And I did look into it a lot, and it just wasn't financially viable. It's a lot of money to get an authorized representative in the EU. And so while this is something I'm going to look at in the future, it is currently not possible. And that is because of how much money it costs. It's so expensive to get an authorized representative. So, yeah. So you might now be thinking, okay, Hannah, you didn't achieve a lot of your goals in 2025. So what are you going to do in 2026 to make sure that you achieve those goals? So I want to talk about that. So one thing I'm going to do is plan out my goals more. So I'm talking this video about what my goals are for 2026, and just know that behind the scenes, I'm planning them out more, and I'm going step by step of things that I need to do to make sure that I achieve those goals. Because I have a lot of goals, I just really need to make sure that I am achieving them this year. So that is one thing that I will be doing. But let's go over, and another thing that I'm doing is I'm setting more realistic goals. Some of them are more ambitious, some of them are more realistic, and I want to do this so that I feel a sense of achievement. Because something I struggle with is kind of going, oh, I failed everything and I'm just such a failure and I didn't do anything. That is something that I struggle with and have always struggled with. And so my goals this year are a lot more achievable, and that is how I feel that sense of accomplishment. So this is what I want to do. And so I have a list down here of all of my 2026 goals, and I want to go through them with you. So the first thing is release one pattern a month. I think this is possible. I love creating crochet patterns. I released 3 in 2026, 1 paid, 2 were free and are available on my Instagram. And I want to do more of this. I want to sell more patterns, so I want to create more that are paid, but I also want to create more free ones. So I want to do just that mix of both, because I know how important free patterns are for a lot of the community, because we can't be buying all of these patterns that we want all of the time. And so I do want to release a good amount of free patterns too. I also want to find a YouTube upload schedule that works for me. So I haven't said one a week, just because I don't know whether that is feasible for me. But I want to give that a go. And if I find that, once a week just isn't really feasible for me, that's okay. I can do it, every other week or one a month. Something which is achievable for me, which is still regular uploading, which helps the algorithm. So that is definitely a priority. I don't want to force myself to upload once a week if that isn't something that I am capable of. And that is really important to me because I'm disabled. I'm a disabled girly. I struggle a lot with fatigue. I also have ADHD, and so I am more scatterbrained. I struggle with the organization and that kind of thing. So I think just allowing myself the grace of, my dog just lied down. She always has to be near me, this dog. But just allowing myself the grace of going, okay, maybe once a week isn't suitable for me. Maybe we can find another upload schedule. And I think that is going to be really important. I also want to learn some different forms of crochet. I will be doing this. I have some video ideas planned around this, and you will find out soon how exactly I am planning to learn different forms of crochet. But that is something which is on my list. I really want to learn tapestry, and I really want to learn filet crochet and mosaic crochet. And I will be doing this. I will. Okay? This is something that I will definitely be doing, and that I'm really, really looking forward to. I also want to offer crochet kits. So with me coming out with more patterns and with me having some patterns released, I was like, hang on a second, why don't I offer crochet kits so that if someone wants to learn how to crochet, they can buy one of my crochet kits and they can learn through that. Part of that will be kind of filming more videos of how to make stuff to go alongside the kits. But that is something that I really want to do, because I really want other people to learn how to crochet, because it is such a good art form and it is so therapeutic, and I think so many people would enjoy it, but it's just very difficult to learn as a beginner. I also want to learn crochet lessons. So I am the kind of person where I kind of need someone to sit next to me and show me how things are done. So I found that really difficult when learning how to crochet myself. And so I do want to offer some crochet lessons for the community, and just be able to offer that. Yeah, and I could even offer kind of some more corporate ones, some personal one-on-one lessons, or just some kind of group workshops. I would really love to do that, and I think that goes along really nicely with learning different forms of crochet, because then I can offer some beginner lessons, and then I can also branch out into some different areas. So I currently specialize in amigurumi, but if I learned, more about tapestry crochet, I could offer tapestry crochet lessons. Or if I learned more about filet crochet, I could offer filet crochet lessons. So it's kind of all of these different things that I can teach people, and I really want to do that because I love crochet, and if someone needs that extra help, I am more than happy to help them learn how to crochet. I want to build more of a routine around when I work and how often I work, and kind of ensuring that I am giving myself adequate breaks. I think that is something I do struggle with, because I love crocheting so much that I can do it like 24 hours a day if I wanted to. However, I'm disabled, I have a connective tissue disorder, so I really shouldn't be crocheting all of that time. So I want to build more of a routine, and that will also help me with uploading content more regularly. And so that is really important to me and will help me just organize everything. I also really want to have my own website. This will be really helpful with advertising my crochet lessons, which is obviously very, very important to me. But I would also like to sell products on there, like sell my own patterns on there, sell plushies on there, and maybe even have like a page for if someone wants to order something custom from me, and even have a gallery of like examples of custom orders so that people can see what I am capable of and then order that from me. So I think that would be a really good idea, and it's definitely something that I want to look into more this year. So now we've got some more achievements around social media. And so I would really like to reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. I am currently at 800. I definitely think that this is possible, and I definitely think that I will get there. I want to reach 4,000 followers on TikTok. This is more ambitious. I'm currently at, I think, 2,009 followers on TikTok. So this is definitely a more ambitious one, but I still think I may be able to get there. We will see. We will just have to see. Hopefully I manage that one, but that one is definitely more ambitious. And then I really want to reach 100 sales on Etsy. I'm currently at 41 sales on Etsy, and my Etsy didn't really start picking up until I think August, September time. And so I definitely think this is possible. 100% this is possible. It's just kind of getting there and keeping going with Etsy and making sure that things are stocked on there and putting more items on there, which I think, you know, obviously making my own patterns will really help with that. And I also want to expand what plushies are available on my Etsy. So those are all of my business related goals for 2026. I definitely have more personal goals for myself, but those are my business related goals for 2026. And I think I can do this. I think I can get there. I definitely think that this is possible, and I'm really looking forward to this year of my business. It will be my second year in business, and I'm feeling quite hopeful about it. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe if you want to. But I will see you later for another video, which hopefully I will post within a good amount of time, because obviously I do want to post more on YouTube and find a schedule that works for me. That's one of my goals. But I will see you guys later. Bye.